Wanted by police right now in Ohio, more than 500 sex offenders are missing or not following the law. What does it take to make sure they're living where they're supposed to be and to track down the ones violating the law? Investigator Sarah Goldenberg got an inside look at investigators making arrests and keeping tabs on sex offenders in Lake County, all to keep you safe. It's a story you'll see only on 19 News.
Caught on camera, 2 arrests of convicted sex offenders investigators say were breaking the law in Lake County. How did we get here? Let's rewind. 19 Investigates rode along with the SORN unit at the Lake County Sheriff's Office, probation and parole, and a couple of members of the Northern Ohio Violent Fugitive Task Force with U.S. Marshals as they served arrest warrants. Their goal, to keep you and your family safe.
We're gonna go sit down here at the back corner.
Okay.
The first case out of Willowick. Matthew Mazi, previously convicted for gross sexual imposition involving a child.
So we had a gentleman who's a registered sex offender in Medina County come to our office and request to do an address change and move into Lake County.
Detective Stephen Ross and Sergeant Bob Harps with the Sex Offender Registration and Notification Unit checked that address on a map, but it was within 1,000 feet of a school or a daycare.
It was about 560 feet from the daycare. So the address was denied, and he told me he was going to end up going right back to Medina County, where he's currently registered.
But they say that didn't happen. Street cameras caught his vehicle coming and going in Lake County, and security cameras showed he was living in that house in Willowick.
He might not think it's that big of a deal. However, it really is, and that's why we're here.
On an early morning in a quiet neighborhood, we were there as investigators waited to catch up with Mazi.
We got movement.
All right, he's opening the garage door and he's dressed for work, so it looks like he might be leaving soon.
All eyes on his white car.
Stand by, I'll give you a direction, east or west.
Several unmarked cars down the street sprang into action, catching him at this stop sign.
You got no weapons or anything on you?
No.
All right.
Hey, man, go ahead and face away from me, okay? Put your hands behind your back. You got nothing on you, do you?
With my wallet.
Okay. Go ahead and interlace your fingers for me, all right?
What is going on?
Once he's in the back of the patrol car, they explain.
So
That's not where I live.
it is. We'll talk about it later. You're going to be going to the jail right now.
The next case takes us to Painesville Township. Wesley Bailey Jr., previously convicted on 4 sex charges involving a child. Detectives started investigating after getting an anonymous tip.
Our investigation shows that he is communicating with numerous females, close to over 100 females on a fake dating profiles, Tinder, Facebook dating.
He was using these profiles under the names John or John Parkhill, according to deputies. Then investigators say Bailey contacted the women on burner phones and met many of them at parks for sexual encounters. But he didn't register his IP address and those phone numbers.
Can you get an idea on who's in the car?
Back out on the road, they drive past his wife's car.
He is home and he's sitting on the front porch.
Investigators roll up to his house to make the arrest.
Let's put your hands behind your back. How you doing, Wes? You got anything on you?
Once he's in the patrol car,
Just lean right here where the 911 is. I'm going to pat you down one more time.
an unexpected turn of events.
Just going to read your rights real fast, okay? I'm a police officer. You all right? Get a squad here. Get a squad here.
An ambulance races over for a medical emergency. Bailey walks out with deputies still cuffed to get checked out. He's okay, and then he's off to jail.
And then just roll your window down.
Next, we tagged along as deputies knocked on more doors, making sure sex offenders are living where they're registered.
Make sure that the offenders are abiding by both standards, the SORN aspect and the rules of the court.
224 active sex offenders are registered in Lake County, a small number compared to nearby counties. 2 of them considered non-compliant. Statewide, there are more than 21,600 registered sex offenders, with 537 listed as non-compliant, according to the Ohio Attorney General's office. Many weren't at home during a workday, so deputies left letters on their doors asking them to check in.
Rehabbing the ones you can, feeling like that's a part of the process. Can you talk about why that's important?
We try to build a rapport with them so they understand that we are here to also help them. We don't want to charge them.
As for those earlier arrests, it takes a lot of time and resources to investigate these kinds of crimes. And for Detective Ross, it's well worth it.
If you don't want to help yourself and you're not going to be compliant and you keep screwing up, then that's on you. We have to do our job to make sure that the public knows that we're out here making sure the sex offenders are staying compliant.
They're working hard. There are just 2 deputies in the SORN unit. Matthew Mazi and Wesley Bailey Jr. are now out of jail. We tried to reach them by phone, but we have not heard back. Their cases move to the county court next. Sarah Goldenberg, 19 News.
Well, to stay safe and aware, you can check sex offenders living in your area. We've posted the link on our Cleveland 19 app.